All right, so for the sermon today, we do this once a year. I just got back from summer camp with a large contingent of our people, both our teenagers and adults that were on staff, and I feel like I had an army of campers and staff in the altar this morning, which is wonderful. So I'm going to call up everyone who went to St. Stephen's this year, if you want to come up here to the Solea, and we're going to hear from our campers and staff, their reflections on their experience at summer camp. Go ahead. I'm going to put this in the middle. All right. So, you guys, when you talk, come up here in the middle. Just say like who you are, what cabin you were in, maybe, and then if you think there's something you remember about camp. You can speak with the best first completed sentences. Mia, why don't you start? We'll start off with Mia, and then we'll go this way.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Mia Lenardis, and this was actually my 12th year at St. Stephen's, so I've been there quite a bit. I was the logistics coordinator that week, so basically my whole job was getting together with Father, creating all the activities for the kids, and making camp super fun. It was a privilege to go, as always, and I want to start off by thanking Father for all the hard work he puts in. He's a huge part of the camp that I don't think everyone gets to see. He creates the curriculum, all of the activities he's a part of, and he really wants the kids to have such a fun time and also learn about Jesus. The main thing I want to tell you guys is the reason why I keep going back to camp is because camp is like a home. Each of the cabins get together and becomes a family. The staff becomes a family, and I'm so grateful to be a part of that family. I think Jesus kind of gets forgotten about in this world, and the beautiful thing about St. Stephen's is that Jesus is never forgotten. We will see kids jumping up and down and worshiping Jesus throughout the entire week, and it's such a blessing to see. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name's Tula Trakis. This is my 8th year going to St. Stephen's and my 2nd year as a counselor. I had the oldest girls this year, which at first I was really nervous to have the oldest girls, but I just loved them so much. They were so fun and so sweet, and I loved getting to know them. I love going to camp. I've been going since I was in middle school, and I honestly love being a counselor even more. It's more fun. I love getting to work with the team and be a part of giving back to the younger kids that in the program that gave so much to me. So thank you so much for a great week. I hope to go back next year.
Hi everybody, I'm Maria, and this was my first year on staff, my 6th year going to St. Stephen's, and I enjoyed being on staff so much. It was so fun to experience the backside of camp and get to see all of the things that you don't know that happen when you're a camper. And it was great to give back to a community that I love so much, and it was great. I had the youngest girls. It was a privilege to get to know them, and I can't wait to go back. Thank you, Father and Mia, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Victoria. This is my 5th year at camp. I always have so much fun whenever I go. I get to see so many of my friends that I don't get to see that often because they live in other states. And every year I always meet other people that are so special to me. And making friends is definitely one of the best things about camp because you get to be with people that believe what you believe and are truly just the kindest people ever. Camp also, there's no place like it. Getting to disconnect from your phone for a week, it's so refreshing, just not worrying about social media and what everyone's posting. It's so great. It's also great to connect with God every year. Thank you, Father, and for everybody that makes it special.
Hey guys, it's me. My name is Constantine, and this is my 3rd year at camp. I was in the oldest cabin with all my friends, and at the beginning of this year, I was not going to go to camp, but I was convinced by all my friends, and it was the best decision I ever made. Yeah, I really liked it.
Hey guys, it's me, Vasily. My favorite camp memory is probably when I was with DI. Hey DI. On the on the ropes course, which is this course with tons of obstacles. And we would have to work as a team to kind of overcome challenges. And on the ropes course, made tons of friendships and stuff like that. So thank you guys.
Hey guys, it's me. This was my fourth year at camp. I was in St. Luke, and probably one of my favorite memories at camp is when me and my cabin mates on the last night, we stay up all night, and we just stay in the common room and we just talk and like hang out and like just connect more as like a family. That would probably be my favorite experience at camp. Okay, bye now.
Hey guys, it's me. My name is Zach. I'm in the St. Luke cabin, the oldest one. We had a lot of great fun this year. We won every single event very ruthlessly. I just want to thank Father Stavros and my counselors, Taki and Evan, and it was just a great year. I loved it.
I'm not following what they were doing. Hi, everyone. My name is John. This was my 8th year at camp, my 2nd as a counselor, and I was with the middle-aged boys in St. Mark. And my favorite parts of it was, one, I was partnered up with my cousin George, and I would not have been able to do this week without him because I needed breaks a lot of the time, and he helped me out big. And the other part I liked was it's kind of a full circle moment because I was in all their shoes once, and I had Father to help me. Carter was my counselor, and now I got to be able to try and help them be better throughout the whole week. And thank you for letting me go again, Father.
Hi, I'm Carter Lenardis. This was my 12th year at camp, my 8th on staff. This year was really weird because all of the other guide counselors were once my campers, so maybe feel a little old. Obviously, the best part about camp is giving back to this experience we had and helping the man that nurtured us in the faith there and here in Goya. But my favorite part was I got to teach Orthodox life and hang time, which is the 2 devotions we do a day with the kids, and it was kind of nice to get under my belt right before my last year of seminary.
Hello everybody, I am Taki. I was my 10th year at camp. I had the pleasure of being the oldest boys counselor with my godbrother Evan. Thanks, Evan. And my favorite part of camp is probably being able to see the younger boys being able to transform into men and seeing them teach the lessons that Father Stav and us transfer on and be able to see them evolve from little kids to men and then go to college and so on and so forth, bigger and better things. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Dimitri, but I go by Di. I was able to work on ropes course this year with Father Stav being alongside me. I've been to camp 12 years now, I think. All I know is that my first year of camp was the year that Sam was born, and it was his first year, so it made me feel kind of old, but it was okay. I do enjoy camp every year. I always say that I'm never going back, but it always draws me back in, and I'm going to say it again now. I don't know if I'm going back, but we'll see if that actually pans out.
Hey guys, it's me. My name is Evan. I had the pleasure of being their counselor for like the 3rd year in a row now. That's why I said, hey guys, it's me. Favorite part about camp is probably making them think it was 7:30. It was really 6:30. I got them outside and they did Indian runs. So they had fun. But no, they're good kids. A lot of them are yours, so they're great kids.
Hey guys, it's me. My name's Kenny. This was my 6th year, and I was in St. Luke with my friends and Zach and my counselors, Evan and Taki. Well, they were great, and they showed a lot of support, and I just want to thank Father for a great year.
Hi, I'm George. I was a counselor for the middle boys with John. This is my 6th week of camp. My favorite part was riding in a canoe with Carter with torches, and our torches caught on fire and my can of lighter fluid fell in the lake. That was probably my favorite part.
It's me, Sammy. I was in St. Nick, and it was my first year. My favorite part was just connecting with God and swimming. That was awesome. And I want to say thank you to Father Stav and my sister Mia for planning it all, and my brother for being my counselor.
My name is Wangeli. I was in St. Nick, and this is my first year at camp. And my favorite memory was definitely staying up until 5 a.m. on the last night. Really, really fun. And also, the theme nights were also really fun because they were each very unique. And yeah, shout out to Father Stav and Mia, best camp ever, and Carter, because he was the best counselor ever.
Hi, my name's Alexandra. It's my first year at camp, and I was in St. Helen. One of my favorite memories was probably meeting new people from different parishes, and the theme nights were really fun.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I was in the youngest cabin, St. Helen. This is my second year at camp, and I look forward to camp every year. It's so much fun, and it's amazing to go there. And my favorite part of camp is probably the lake because you can go canoeing and swimming. And I also really like the theme nights because you get to dress up and everybody gets together at night and we all join and have fun. And at camp you can really feel God's love because when you're sitting alone and praying during Alone with God, you can really feel Him. And I can't wait for camp next year. And yeah.
Hello guys, my name is Michael and it was my first year at St. Stephen's. My favorite memory was probably the ropes course and getting yelled at by Carter. And I just want to thank Father Stavros and Carter.
Hi, I'm Nicholas. This is my 6th year at St. Stephen's Camp and my first year on staff. I had the youngest guys in St. Nicholas. My favorite part was just watching them have teamwork and including everybody when they were playing around. Whether it be pillow fighting or just playing sports together, they made sure that everybody was included. They made sure that everybody got a chance to play. They were also first cabin of St. Nicholas to ever clear the wall by themselves. They made their own team and got everybody over the wall by themselves, which was really just amazing to see them work together and even become men for a little while before they went back to being boys and messing around the cabin not long afterward. Thank you, Father Stav, for an amazing week.
Hi, I'm Jimmy. This was my 3rd year being the medical person at the camp. I'd like to thank Father Stavros for allowing me to go up there. He runs a beautiful week where the kids get to experience God and have a lot of fun doing that as well in between. It's brutally hot there, so I could understand why they love swimming and cooling off there. Mia puts on plans the events and everything, so I'd like to thank them both for an awesome week up there and allow me to go. I'm also a parent too. I have 2 kids that participate in the program, and it's a great week to go up there. And it's nice to see the kids from our community go up there and interact with each other on a different level than just at Sunday school and here. And see some of the older boys be counselors or even just role models for the younger boys and girls.
Hi, my name's Alexandra. I was on staff this year. It was my 3rd year. I was in St. Catherine, and getting to go to camp is one of the best experiences I've ever had. Personally, it's allowed me to grow as a person, and being there for a whole group of girls, it's just so uplifting, and I just love all the memories I've made throughout the years, and I just want to thank Mia and Father so much for such great years.
Hi everyone, I'm Sia Clemis. I grew up at the St. Stephanos Church in St. Petersburg, and this was my fifth year at camp. I went 4 years as a camper, and this is my first time going as a counselor. I was in the art barn, and me and Tori Foltz, who couldn't be here, we loved watching the campers have fun in the art barn and create things that they love. It was incredible to watch them grow bonds and to reflect on their camp experience in the art barn. And we loved tagging along with all of the other counselors and campers throughout the days and get to see everybody's hard work and love throughout the week. So thank you, Father Stav and Mia, for all of your hard work.
Hi, my name is Emily. This was my fifth year at camp and my first year as a counselor. It was such an amazing experience, and it just was insane to me how I was a camper and I was finally a counselor. I had been looking forward to that for so long, and just being able to give back to the youngest girls was awesome. They were so much fun. And if you're ever doubting going to camp, I highly encourage that you go. It's the best week ever. I'd like to thank Mia and Father Stav for an awesome week.
All right, so hello everybody, it's me. Since that's a popular line. And I've been going to summer camp since before most of them were alive, actually since 2000, before I got here. And there are many things that I enjoy about camp. One of them is I get to be casual all week. I don't have to wear black clothes. It's nice to do something fun and wholesome in a different environment. I'm a big fan of experiential learning, and there's a lot of experiences up there, so we don't have to do a whole lot of talking. The kids have experiences, and then they have a lot to say about it. A couple of things I've learned, most people, not just kids, but probably most of us adults, compartmentalize God into an experience of 10 to 12 every Sunday, and it's really nice to put them in an immersive environment where Christ is spoken about, as they said, throughout the day. But many people go to camp and they think it's like Sunday school on steroids, but it's not. And they're really surprised, like, my gosh, we have so much fun here. And I'm like, what did you think you were going to do here? But we're able to have a lot of immersion in Orthodox Christian life, but do it under the umbrella of a lot of fun. Another thing that I take away from camp is images. I mean, our minds are filled with all kinds of images, good and bad, throughout life, and to go up there and have images of nature and have images of joy, it's really a beautiful thing to come back with, and keeps me going for a long time. And the last thing I want to say is that I really think that a lot of adults in our parish would benefit from a camp-style experience where people go and kind of check their cool card and are able to just be immersed in an environment and bond with people that they don't know well. And so I'm looking for an opportunity, whether it's at the DRC or somewhere down here. It would be really cool to have this experience with adults. I think you would all benefit from something like this as well. So for people who have younger kids who aren't old enough to go to camp, once they get to 6th or 7th grade, you've heard from our kids what this is like for them, and it's so fun that people that have gone for years want to go back on staff. So I hope you'll consider sending your kids as they get older. I'm very proud of our children, and thank you, parents. They represent us well, they represent St. John's well, they represent you well, they represent me well, and they represent our faith well. It's really amazing to go up there with a large group of people. When I first got here, we would take like 2 or 3 people, and I'd have to kind of beg people to go, and now we have a huge contingent of kids, and then a huge contingent of staff who went through the program. It's very satisfying for me to watch our kids that we do this for, to be able to do it with them on staff. Most of these kids are young enough to be my own kid age, and so to be able to put a lot of faith and trust in college-age students, it's really inspiring for someone who's getting a lot older. So again, thank you guys for a beautiful week of camp, and God bless you, and hopefully we'll do it again in the years to come. Thank you all.